budget beauty hacks versus some more kind of bougie products. There are some viral TikTok favorites in there. Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Ciara. I share videos on shopping for the best basics on the high street, how to build a capsule wardrobe, and lots of beauty videos. And if that sounds good to you, then do hit subscribe because I would love to have you back for more videos. So in today's video, I'm doing a big beauty roundup, and I've been getting requests over my Instagram and here on YouTube a lot recently about some of my favorite products, makeup products, tan, hair, skincare, all of that good stuff. So I thought I would group everything together and do a video on my summer beauty favorites because there are so many products that I have absolutely loved this summer. Some of them are new discoveries that I will be repurchasing, and some of them are old favorites that are just tried and tested. Everything will be linked right down in the description below. All the info you need will be there. As you can see here, I have a huge amount of products to get through. These are all my favorites that I've been using this summer. Let's section things off and we're going to start with tanning. The first product I want to talk about is the Bondi Sands Self-Tanning Foam in Dark. This summer I've been a committed Bondi Sands girly. This is a mousse tan before I forget, and I tend to sleep in this and I find it absolutely fine. It gives you a very natural tan. Even though it's the dark shade, I find that it doesn't come up too dark on me. I obviously have a lighter Irish skin tone and I don't tan naturally, so I rely on self-tanner. You will not catch me sunbathing. I might get a little lick of color in the beginning of summer and my freckles will come back, which I do really like, but I'm definitely not a dedicated tanner, and that's where a good self-tanner comes in. This is actually the travel size, which is 100 mils, and I bought this smaller size with me for bringing on trips where I wanted to top up my tan. So if I was staying for longer than 4 or 5 days, I would bring a self-tanner and top up my tan just to keep it, you know, the way that I want it. The size that I usually use is the larger size. I'll link it here, but I also really recommend the travel size if you're going on any trips and you want something just a little bit smaller. If you want a dedicated video on tanning and tanning tips, let me know in the comments and I'll do that for you. I use one of those velvet mitts. They're so handy. I'll link one below. I don't do my hands or my feet, and then I do my hands on my feet with my facial tanning spray. I use the Dripping Gold Luxury Tanning Wonder Water. This is the fragrance free in the shade light to medium. So when I do my body tan with the Bondi Sands, then I'm going in with this on a kabuki brush and I'm doing that on my hands and feet. And let me tell you, this has changed the tanning game for me. My tan is now like flawless. If I may say so myself, I used to struggle with getting my hands and feet right. It was the only area that I kind of struggled with, and I know a lot of other people do too. So I would recommend stopping your developer tan at your ankles, at your wrists, and then going over those areas with these, and there are no streaks. Like, it is so foolproof. It's a little bit of a hack. I would highly recommend trying it. Let me know if you do. And then this brush that I keep waving around is the Sosu Dripping Gold Kabuki brushes. They do the best brushes for tanning, facial tanner, body shimmer, which we'll talk about later. They are honestly worth it. I feel like this brush, I think, is €15. Such good quality. I use this all the time. It's the perfect brush for like buffing in your feet and your hands and just making sure there are no streaks. And then I also use it if I top up my tanner on my chest. I'm also going to show you another one of their kabuki brushes. This is the smaller size. You can see the little size comparison here. This one is amazing for facial tanner. It's so lightweight, it just buffs everything in. It means I don't have like patches that are darker, so would highly recommend trying that. So moving on from our developing tan, then we have the gradual tanner. This product I have repurchased so many times. It is the Dove Derma Spa Summer Revived. I usually use shade medium to dark. It's a gradual tanner, so it's a moisturizer that you apply and it really shows up from the first use. So you could use this on its own. What I tend to do with this is to use it to prolong my existing developing tan. It keeps your tan looking so fresh. When I go away on holidays and I do my developing tan before I leave, I then will decant this into a little travel bottle, or I'll bring one of these if I'm checking taking in my liquids, and then I will use this to top up my tan. And it also acts as my daily moisturizer from being in the sea, the sand, the sun. So it keeps my skin really, really hydrated, but it keeps that tan, and it's so good. It's probably one of my favorite beauty products in the summer, and I have repurchased this so many times. I highly recommend trying it. I'll link it below. There's loads of different places you can get it. I actually think Amazon has one of the best prices at the moment, so I'll link that below. So the next tanning product I'm going to talk about is your instant tan, and this is for those days where you don't have your tan done but you want to glow, or maybe you're on day 3, 4, or 5 of your tan and it's just not that strong and you want something to really revive it. I know some of you are going to remember from your teenage disco years. This is the Rimmel Sun Shimmer Instant Matte Light Instant Tan. I swear by it, and it is so good. This product is such good value. I honestly think it's about €5. It also goes on offer, and I will bulk buy this when I see it on offer. I think I have about 4 or 5 tubes of this in my cupboard. I actually tend to keep mine in a little sandwich bag with the mitt that I use. I always say to have a separate mitt for your developer tanner and your instant tanner. You do not want them mixing because your tan will come out really weird. So this is the one that I use for my instant tan. It honestly does not look pretty. It's probably due a wash, but it's perfect for applying this. So I just keep them in a sandwich bag just to make sure that it doesn't transfer on anything. I will often use this to top up my legs if I'm going to a wedding, if I'm getting like my chest and shoulders out and I want something just to really not only give me that gorgeous tan and glow, but also to just even the skin tone. It really makes you look flawless. It's kind of like body makeup as well. So gorgeous, and honestly it sticks. Like, it doesn't rub off clothes. I've even been in it in like hot weather and not had any issues with like sweating or anything like that. It's a really, really good product. There are definitely much more expensive instant tanners out there, but I have tried so many of them and I really think that this one is my favorite. Now we're going to talk about body shimmer, and this is when you are going out in the evening or the daytime and you want that little finishing touch of glow and shimmer on your skin. I am addicted to it. I feel like if I ever have my shoulders out or like my collarbones, they have to be shimmering and glowing, and it's like my last beauty step before I head out the door. So the product that I recently have fallen in love with is the Dripping Gold Luxury Tanning Bronze Bar. And this is such a clever product. It literally looks like a roll-on like deodorant stick, and you basically just apply it to the skin. It smells like coconuts, and it's really like creamy and easy to blend. And I run this, I do a circle on my shoulders, and then I run it along my collarbones, and then I also run it down my shins, and if my thighs are kind of showing, I'll do like the tops of my thighs as well. But what I really recommend with this is you need a brush to really buff it in, and this is another Dripping Gold brush. This is their like rectangular kind of tanning brush, and I think this is more of a finishing one. It's like the perfect shape to do your shoulders, to run along your collarbones, and to do up and down your shins. It's just really handy. And I know I've shown you 3 different brushes from Dripping Gold, but really they all have a different purpose, and I do think they're very good quality. I have washed all of them and they're perfect. There's no shedding, so I would highly recommend. I think this one is like €15, but they're so good. Another finishing shimmer product that I absolutely love is the Nux Dry Oil. You've probably heard about this. It's a little bit of a cult product, and honestly it is so good. So this one here is the clear one, and this is really a multi-purpose product. It doesn't have a shimmer in it, but it will give you that lovely glow, so you can use it on your shoulders, your chest, your legs, and it gives you that really beautiful healthy glow, which is just so nice in the summertime. You can also use this in the ends of your hair to finish it off, to give it that glossy shine. They also do smaller sizes for travel. Like, look how tiny these are. I actually bought the set of 3, and they have their rose oil in their like non-shimmer, but then they also have the shimmer in the smaller size. And guys, this shimmer oil is like liquid gold on the skin. It is gorgeous. It's so nice on. It's a dry oil, so it's not gloopy or sticky, and the shimmer is so subtle. It's like your skin is glowing from within. Highly recommend these mini sizes for travel. So that is everything for tanning. I know there was quite a lot there, but honestly all of these products are tried and tested, and there are some real bargain buys in there as well. Next up, we're going to talk about Suncare, and a product that I've started using recently that I absolutely love and will continue to repurchase is the Sultan Clear and Cool Protect Spray. This is a Suncare mist, and you basically just spritz your face with it, and it is honestly the most delicious smelling product. It has this like tropical scent. It almost smells like Petit Filou yogurt. If you know, you know. It's like the most divine smell. But this is factor 50 plus, and Sultan is obviously Boots' own brand. It's really affordable, but it has won so many awards for being an amazing sun care brand. So I just feel like it's the best of both worlds. This is the mini size in the SPF 50 plus. It's not specifically for your face, but I would use this to top up my face throughout the day and then also use it on my body. And I also have the larger size, which I think is downstairs, and I use that on my body as well. So when myself and Joseph were in Greece, we would start off by applying like a base of sun cream in the morning, and then we would use these to top up throughout the day, and we did not get burnt. It was so handy. For face SPF, I have to wear a lighter formula, and what I have started using recently and I absolutely love is a Korean SPF, the Beauty of Joseon. I think I'm saying that right. And it's Relief Sun. It has rice and probiotics, and it's an SPF 50 plus. This one I had seen all over TikTok. It was definitely a bit of a viral Korean beauty product that people were loving. But I have to say the formula is really, really lightweight. It doesn't clog my pores. It also goes on really nicely under makeup. Korean skincare is so highly regarded, and they're also very careful about their sun safety. So I feel like this is probably a good sun cream to use. I will be repurchasing the larger size. It's actually really good value as well. A lot of different places sell it, but I think I found it on Amazon for like under €15, which is so good. Now let's move on to some body products. I'm going to talk about a body oil, sweet almond oil. I'm going to pop in a picture. I buy this in the 1 liter size on Amazon. It's such a big size. It's such good value. I can just absolutely douse my skin in this, and it really loves it. It doesn't clog my pores. It's really natural, and I just find my skin is super soft, and it's great for like prepping your skin for tan. The other product I wanted to mention is the Ordinary's Glycolic Toning Solution. I've mentioned this a few times before on this channel, but guys, it is such a discovery. I found out about it through TikTok. It was definitely a viral product, and the hack here is to decant this toning solution into a mister bottle, and then when I finish my shower, if I'm exfoliating my skin, I will use this after the shower and then lock it in with the oil. So I'll use it all over my body. It doesn't irritate my skin. I have not had any issues with it, and I basically use it everywhere from the face down. It just exfoliates your skin so well without irritating it. Let's talk about summer hair favorites, and the first thing I want to give a quick mention to is my beach waver. I know this isn't technically a beauty product, but my beach waves were definitely a go-to style for me this summer. It's just so easy, so low maintenance, and I love this waver. It was such a bargain on Amazon. Because I was waving my hair, I really wanted to make sure that I was locking in all of that moisture and really taking the best possible care of my hair. I've been on such a hair health journey ahead of my wedding at the end of the year, and I know that by using tools like this waver, I'm using more heat on my hair. So just really quickly, this Got to Be Glued Blasting Freeze hairspray is my go-to hairspray. So when I do my beach waves, or if I do my slick back hair, I have it in my hair now. This is such good hairspray. It is honestly so cheap and cheerful, but it works. It's what a lot of professional hairstylists use. It's actually what a lot of drag queens use. It is so good. And then you also can get the mini size for travel. So I will always have either this one or this one with me, and they are so, so good. The Bumble and Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil. I've been using this for years and years and years, and when I tell you, one bottle lasts you for so long. So every single time I wash my hair, I will blow dry it and then put a few pumps of this in afterwards, mids to the ends of my hair. And this is such a good oil. It's really lightweight, doesn't weigh the hair down, doesn't make the hair look greasy, which a lot of oils will. It's a great finishing oil that you can use after you've blow dried your hair, but you can also then use your heat tools on top of it, like your Dyson or like your waver. It is such a good oil. Next product I'm going to show you is a newer purchase, and it is the Way Scalp Serum. And I had heard so much about this on TikTok. It really is a viral product and people swear by this. And I have been using this on the corners of the crown of my head. One thing that I've noticed, especially when I was using more rollers, is I was getting a bit more breakage around my crown, and I've been using this specifically every single night on these parts of my head and then massaging it in. It is a scalp serum. so it's not oily. It will make your hair, when you first put it on and rub it in, it feels like it could be an oil, but it dries down, and this is key because it means that you don't need to rewash your hair. This is super lightweight, and again, I feel like it's one of those products that, from what I've seen on TikTok and even from what I've seen myself with the kind of growth in these areas, it seems to really be worth the hype. So now we're going to move on to makeup, which is honestly one of my favorite things to talk about, especially summer makeup. And I'm going to start with some blushes that I'm absolutely loving. Definitely not going to be the first person to tell you that Rare Beauty blushes are amazing, but they really are. They are worth the hype. They are worth the money. And actually, I think they come under 30 euro anyway. So I feel like it's not a huge investment for what you're getting. They're so pigmented. So actually this regular size, I can imagine this will take me over a year to go through. Like, they are so long lasting, which I feel like makes them really worth the money. The travel sizes come in at, I think, around 15 euro. The shades that I absolutely love are this shade, which is Happy. I think this is the one that everyone talks about. It seems to be very universal on skin tones. It's a beautiful flush of pink. It's what I'm wearing today. This one is the shade Hope, and I really love this. This is more of like a pinky rosy color. It's so beautiful, and again, really, really nice on my skin tone, but I feel like this would work on a lot of skin tones. Another blush I have to give a shout out to is the Sculpted by Amy Cream Luxe blush. Wait and I show you this. I have hit pan on this and I am getting every last morsel out of this. Like, I am probably 2 to 3 days away from completely finishing this, and this has lasted me for such a long time. It really is such a nice size of product, and also the price is so good. It's 19 euro, which I feel like for this much blush is very, very good. Sculpted by Amy is the most gorgeous Irish brand, and I feel like her makeup is very fuss free. All of her products are really easy to use, easy to blend. All of her shades are really neutral. This one is the Cream Luxe blush in the shade Dusty Rose, and it is so natural and gorgeous. This, as you can see from how much I've used it, was my go-to everyday blush, and as this started to run out, that is when I picked up the Rare Beauty. Two other blushes that I wanted to show you, which I think are particularly good for travel, are the Pixie Beauty On The Glow blush sticks. These are another product that went viral on TikTok, and they're so clever. They look like a deodorant stick, but it is this, like, you get so much product in this. They're not as pigmented, so they're not going to come up as strong as the Rare Beauty blush, which is honestly like paint. You need the tiniest bit of this. Definitely more of a buildable blush. They give a more natural finish, but I love the shade Fleur. Is a beautiful pinky shade. It doesn't come up as bright pink as this, which is nice. It's quite natural. And then what I also love, especially in the summer after I've been in the sun or at the beach, is this one in the shade Juicy. This is obviously a more red kind of coral color, and it comes up really, really natural, and it gives you this light kind of sun-kissed look. It's a really easy product to apply with your fingers, which is another reason why I think they're great for a summer makeup bag. They're just so nice. Two face products that I want to talk about, and these are both from Milk Makeup. This one is the matte bronzer stick, and again, it's just a really, really nice bronzer shade. Very easy to apply, very easy to blend. And then this one is their Sculpt stick, and I really love a cool toned contour stick. I use this under my cheekbones, in the hollows of my face, and then on my forehead as well. You can also use this on your nose. You can also use these products on your eyes as well and use them as an eyeshadow if you want like a multi-purpose product, but they're really, really nice, and I've been loving them for my holiday makeup bag because they're just so teeny. So moving on, let's talk about skin. And for the ultimate summer skin, I have fallen in love with the Drunk Elephant Bronzy Drops. These are another viral TikTok product, but guys, they are so handy. These are the anti-pollution sunshine drops, and they are so easy to use. I can use these under my makeup or over my makeup, like on top. They rub in really well without upsetting your makeup, and they just add this gorgeous healthy glow. It's kind of like self-tanner in a bottle for your face. When I'm away on holidays, I tend to use them every day. You can also use these instead of foundation just to give your skin this gorgeous finish. Let's look at skin tints and foundation. I'll start with this one. This is by Sculpted by Amy, one of her most popular products. This is the Hydra Tint. It's a moisturizing tinted serum with an SPF 20. This is so gorgeous on your skin. It really will make your skin look like your skin, but just more flawless. It has a nice bit of coverage, but it is buildable, but it's definitely on the more natural side. So it's a great daytime skin tint. If you want something with a little bit more coverage, I also really love the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Nude Glow. This is their color correcting medium coverage skin tint. This is very decent coverage. I would say it's medium to almost full coverage. Maybe I don't wear that much full coverage foundation, so this feels like stronger coverage, but it's really nice on the skin. It has an SPF 40, which is amazing in the summertime. This is a lot of people's skincare favorites in the summer, and it is now one of mine as well. So let's finish off by talking about some lip products. And I find in the summer, I like something that's quite lightweight. So the first thing I'm going to talk about was such a bargain find. The e.l.f. Hydrating Core Lip Shine lipsticks, and these are so good. They're kind of like a mix between a lipstick and a lip balm. I have used so much of this, I'm kind of down to this much left. You can see in the center of it, it has this little heart-shaped balm, and it honestly is so nice on the skin. But I find that it wears down really, really nicely as well, which I love. I hate when lipsticks in the summer are like kind of bitty on your lips. And I think this was like €5 or €6. This is in the shade Happy, and it's such a nice, natural mauvey pink shade. They do have some other gorgeous shades as well, but Happy is definitely my favorite. So if you're looking for a lightweight lipstick that doesn't break the bank, I think this one is great. So I have another lip product that I've been dying to tell you about, and this is a more recent find, and this is a Korean brand. The brand is called Nature Republic, and this is their honey melting lip product. This really reminds me of the Hourglass melting lipstick, and how it works basically is it is technically a lip balm, and you click it and then the product comes up. It actually doesn't go back down, and then you apply it. And it's kind of like, firstly, it smells amazing. They have this like gorgeous fruity smell, but it goes on like a mix between a lipstick and a lip gloss, but then also feels like a lip balm. I know that doesn't really make sense, but it really is like a melting lipstick. It melts onto your lips. It's so gorgeous, and it's actually a really good price as well. I think these are around €7 or €8. I picked up a few different shades to try out. My favorite is Coconut, which is again kind of like a mauvey pinky nude. It's definitely the type of shade that I gravitate towards. But then I also really like the shade Fig, which is just a little bit pinkier. They're really, really hydrating, perfect for giving this really nice wash of color while also feeling like a beautiful, like nourishing balm. They're just divine. The very last summer beauty product I'm going to recommend is the Real Techniques mini brush kit. I'm going to put a picture of it in here, but it's basically a set of their mini brushes. These are the two that I use the most, but they also have like a brow brush, eye brushes in the kit, but these are so handy. I actually use these as my on-the-go brushes. I use this one for topping up powder blush, and then I use this one for topping up my powder. These are great if you're traveling because obviously they're going to take up much less space in your bag, and they're also really good quality brushes as well. That was a roundup of my absolute favorite summer beauty products across tan, skin, hair, beauty, and all of that good stuff. If you would like to see more beauty roundup videos like this, then please do let me know by giving me a thumbs up. And also, if you have not already, then you can subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every single week, and I would love to have you back for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye!